Hi there, you're about to view a detailed demonstration on how employees use work history. An employee is any individual engaged to provide services by an employer, a company, business to do a specific role, which can include, but is obviously not limited to, office workers, contractors, tradespeople, retail assistants, gardeners, cleaners, and basically any worker. In some cases, you will have been invited by your employer to join Work History. If this has occurred, you should have received an invitation email with a link to either consent or not consent to activating your Work History account and confirming the details your employer has entered for you. Keep in mind, if you choose not to consent, you will not have a work history for this employment. In this email, you'll also be provided with your username, password and PIN. The username and password are used to activate your account. The PIN is used to provide consent for future consent requests. These may include such things as star ratings and client, customer and colleague references. However, if you have not been invited by your employer to join Work History, you can sign up yourself. To do this, once you're on the Work History website, go over here to the New Employee box and click Join Now Free. Fill in all the mandatory fields using correct details and exact spellings. Also, be sure to create a username you can remember. Shortly after, you'll automatically receive an email directing you to click on the link to activate your Work History account. In this email, your unique username will be confirmed, and as mentioned before, you'll also be provided with your password and PIN. After you've clicked on the link, entered your username and password, and activated your account, you can start creating your Work History right away. For the purposes of this demonstration, we have pre-populated some test data. The employee's name is Daniel Manager, who is currently employed by John Hamilton at Building Developments Proprietary Limited. Once logged in, you'll automatically be directed to your Employee Services page. Once you have started creating your work history, you will see a table on this page that lists your past and current roles in your various jobs. To start creating your work history, click on the left-hand tab here titled Create Work History. Once there, click on the link that says click here to add past or current work details. Fill in the mandatory fields for each job. Enter your PIN that you received in your initial activation email and press Request Verification. Work History will then send an automatic email notification to your indicated employer. Once employers verify your details and confirm you work for them, your Employer Services page will start to look like this one of Daniel Managers. In the first column, you will see all your employers' names. The second column shows the start and end date for each job. The third column shows the role at this job, and the next column shows the location of this job. The next column shows how many star ratings you received for that job, and after that, in the second last column, you'll see if you have chosen not to publish any of those star ratings. If you click on the View Star Ratings link in the last column, you'll be able to view those star ratings in more detail. At the top of this page, you'll see a few other links. The first one says, Purchase credits to email work history. I will show you what your work history profile will look like a bit further in this demonstration. Registering yourself on work history is free, as is starting your work history profile. However, to send your work history profile to prospective employers costs $24 and allows you to send it for a duration of 3 months. You can click Email My Work History link to email your work history profile to prospective employers. Next to this link, you will see how many credits you have remaining. If you have forgotten your PIN, you click on the Forgotten PIN link. Follow the prompts and a new PIN will be generated for you and sent to you via email. If you would like to request a reference from a client, customer or colleague, click on this link and fill in the required fields. You can use references to build and boost your work history profile, as once they are received, you can add them to your profile. The next tab to the left here is titled CCC References. To see any CCC references that you have sent, click on the Sent and you'll be able to see the date you submitted each reference, the person you sent the reference about, the status of the reference, so whether it has been consented to, is waiting for consent or not consented to, and you can view the reference by clicking here on View Reference. To see any references you have received, click here on Received. This will show you a table where you will find the date of the submission of the reference, the name of the referee, the name of the person being referenced, which should be your name, the status of the reference, so again whether it has been consented to, is waiting for consent or not consented to, and you you can view the reference by clicking here on View Reference. Click on Request to request a CCC reference as just discussed. Click on the next tab here that says Base Details. Here you can view and edit your base details. Your base details include such things as your name, email, etc. You can also choose to upload a photo. Upload the most recent photo you can, or even one of you at your current place of work, as Work History has made it possible to upload photos from all your past jobs, so you can have a photo from each job, which helps verify that you work there. To edit the details or upload a photo, click Edit here at the bottom of the page. Click on the next tab in the left titled My Work History Profile. This is your work history profile. First you will see your name and member ID along with your photo. Work History has also allowed you to choose whether or not to leave a personal message. A personal message can include anything you wish people or employers to see when viewing your Work History profile. It's much like a cover letter. Next you will see your Work History timeline chart. This is a graphical representation of your work history, which enables you to clearly see your employment history over time. Gold equals verified and star rated by employer. Green equals verified by employer but not star rated. Red equals unverified by employer. This can happen in situations where the employer cannot be reached, or the job never existed, or the entry details were incorrect. Our second chart is the Work History Star Rating chart. This chart shows each and every star rating for this specific job. This chart is dynamic and will show you Daniel's star ratings for any job you hover over in the timeline chart. Scrolling down the timeline chart, you will see all Daniel's past roles in employment. It also is possible to have photographs for each role, and Daniel has the ability to send this to any prospective employer, and this is what Daniel sees when he checks into his work history profile. The next tab to the left, you will see titled Privacy Options. This is where you can choose to hide or show your work history star ratings and records. At the top you will see the link Opt Out of Work History Membership. Deactivate account and remove your work history records. If you click on it, you will see an information box that ensures you are positive you want to remove your work history data. It informs you that if you choose to deactivate your account, you'll not be able to use our work history features that are designed to highlight your employment potential in the best and honest light. We also urge you to reconsider your request before proceeding. If you are positive this is what you want to do, click where it says click here and follow the prompts. The next tab on the left is your consent requests. Click here to find any items requiring your consent. The second last tab on the left hand side of the page is where you can go to email your work history profile to prospective employers. You'll need to purchase credits to do this as previously discussed. To refresh your memory, it's $24 to send your work history profile to as many people you like in a period of 3 months. However, we think you'll be able to get a job before this. Click on the Account Statement tab to view your account statement with work history. See this column here, it's your payment status. It shows whether you have or haven't paid. The next column tells you the work history service you chose to pay for. Over here are the amounts, etc. The last column tells you if you have any money due. You can also download invoices. If you are unemployed and looking for that job, you need to stand out from all the other self-written CVs and references. Creating a verified work history and sending it to prospective employers will make you stand out. Having a verified work history will show you have the ability and confidence. Let your work history speak for itself and get that job. For contractors, showcase your work history, the star ratings, and your CCC references for all the past work you have done. Doing this will enhance your reputation, as well as giving people information on you when they are considering you for a job. It will give them more confidence in you that you can do the work requested. If you're currently employed and happy with your work, be sure to also update your work history. It should help you get more money, a promotion, or another job if ever needed. Keep your work history profile up to date and at its best. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this demo video. I'm Con Kotis, founder and managing director of Work History. I strongly believe in work history and that it will help you achieve your goals. So if you're not already a Work History member, join Work History today and make work